Hello everybody, it's Trek Side Productions here, and today I'm going to be looking at two of the 80th anniversary Thomas tank engine items. Well, specifically the tank engines for this video, and tender engines for the next video, but we have Percy, and then we have Thomas. These are from the Engine Celebration pack, which I'll review the Gordon, Henry, and James from that pack in Thursday's video. So let's talk about Thomas and Percy. Now that I switched it over to being one track, let's talk about Thomas. Thomas's proportions are really good, and I honestly love how he looks. Thomas's CGI face is a huge upgrade from how it was back in 2014, back when Trackmaster Revolution started making their rollout. And I also especially like the sidewalls that they decided to choose for Thomas and all the other engines in the 80th anniversary lineup. I like how they also added the little step ladder. But I don't like how the handrails are printed on. But the rivets are actually a welcome addition, because the rivets actually look good on this. It has a good look on this. And the number 1 is also really good too. I also like how thick the funnel is, because it looks more competent than using just a thin but still accurate funnel. It's good that they decided to actually upgrade the funnel to be actually tall enough and thick enough to constitute as a funnel. The dome's also really good too. But one of the best things about this is that it has a tail lamp. I don't know why my camera went in there. The tail lamp is molded on, which honestly is another cool detail about this Thomas. And the depth on the depth between the splasher and the side tank is also really low. Honestly, this Thomas is the best one we've ever had. But there is one tiny nitpick that I have about this Thomas, and it's in the fact that, well, first, the lining on Thomas's dome, as you can see, the lining doesn't go through the dome, which it usually should on other Thomas toys. This doesn't deter me much from the model. In fact, it's a good model that I don't really mind the missing details, but this just kind of is a little nitpick for me. The whistle also not being painted is a major downside, but again, this model is really good that I can't fault it for having these little missing details. And even the back lamp, while it would also be a nitpick for me, I'm just happy that it's included. But enough about Thomas, let's talk about Percy. Now this Percy's just superb. Let's talk about him. Percy's model looks absolutely perfect. He looks amazing even. Like, look at that expression. That just screams Percy. It screams Percy, and it just is Percy. It genuinely just looks like a good Percy expression. Even posing it up like this, it's actually really accurate to how Percy did in the CGI series. And honestly, that's all I really have to say for the Percy face. I also like how they did the funnel. The funnel is basically the same way they did the Thomas funnel, but also, it's still uniquely Percy. But the one thing I like that the Thomas model didn't have was that a separately colored whistle and a separately colored dome. Thomas didn't really need a separately colored dome, but the whistle for Percy is most certainly welcome. And honestly, I love how this whistle looks, because it generally does look like the CGI series whistle. Everything just looks like you just ripped Percy out from the CGI series and actually, look at that. Even little details like the hinges on the toolbox that Percy has on him. The little details like that aren't usually included. But this, it's actually shocking to me. But the pistons they don't have like little red stripes, but I could overlook that because of how much detail is packed in this little thing. Like, look here. As I said earlier, this is a toolbox. It's meant to be a toolbox, and the hinges here actually look like hinges. It's actually really, really cool. The number 6 too is also really cool. Same thing with how Thomas's handrails work. And something that I just realized now as I'm recording this, Percy's coal bunker actually has a black backdrop to the lines that are on the coal bunker. Meanwhile, with Thomas doesn't have this. Thomas doesn't have this on either side of him, which is actually kind of shocking to me. How they did it for Thomas, but actually how they didn't do it for Thomas, but they did it for Percy. And also, Percy's coal bunker just looks really good. It's as good as Thomas's. And same thing with the back tail lamp. The back tail lamp is really good as well. It's just the one thing I gotta say about this model that I personally do not like is how the spoke in the middle of the wheel is still there. Well, even though Percy is a 040 design, this side rod is most clearly made for a 060 design. But again, it doesn't deter from the model, and he's still a really good looking model to me. But yeah, that's Thomas and Percy for you guys. Anyway guys, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. See you guys next time.